Soyons clairs, il y a une guerre sur le terrain.
Now let's be clear. There is war there, but we are not at war. What you've stated is true, but the political reality, the sovereign choice, is that one, as I said, we are not at war. You're quite right to say that we don't have a response in a theatre of war which was triggered by Russian aggression because we are not there in the theatre of war. Have we excluded additional sanctions? Certainly not. The G7 statement, which will be issued in a few hours, will confirm additional sanctions, and then depending on what happens in the country, in Ukraine, we are not excluding other possibilities. Now, if things continue in the military way that you've just described, we may take further sanctions, including massive sanctions. But at this point in time, Europeans are intervening in three different ways. There are sanctions against Russia, and we'll take other sanctions there. And if the circumstances required, we will follow those sanctions to the very end. Then there's support for Ukraine, which we will continue to do. And then there's diplomatic action to isolate Russia at the United Nations and to convince President Putin to come back to the negotiation table in true sincerity with the President of Ukraine so as to find an agreement. This is the framework of our actions. And of course, we speak out against and condemn entirely what has happened in Kharkiv and in Mariupol, which is totally unacceptable. But for the moment, we as Europeans, we are not at war in Ukraine.